Hey, sad sack. Be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. I always knew what this was, but I never knew why. The mysterious master of crime, Gangstor, on the squawk box yet again, hootin' and hollerin' at ya about some rumors been a-mongerin'. But before we get all that going, you might want to hit that fucking subscription service button if you enjoy the smell of oxygen. On with the video. So, I didn't want to say anything about this because there was no real evidence to support it. And then when this guy over here started talking about it, it threw even more shade on the story. But then, the cartoon people started talking about it, and it got me all thinking, maybe there's something to this after all. Mind you, the thing I keep in mind here, just to provide focus, is that when I first heard this rumor, it was going back to late June of this year. I'm talking a whole month and some change before this guy ever said word damn one. So okay, the question in question is it possible that the entire reason, the entirety of the motivation behind the negative declination of MOTU revelation is because shit-afflicted sad sack over here wants to direct himself a Star Wars project? That the entire point of dragging the MOTU franchise through the mud was to appease Darth Vader over here? Cuckleen. Could it be true? Well, maybe. This notion of sad sack making Star Wars isn't exactly new. There was talk of this way back before Revenge of the Sith was even released. However, in the contemporary era, the first time something of this nature was ever uttered was around 2018, as reported in a Fandom Wire article where Smith alleged to have blabbed about a Disney meeting regarding a secret project during his weekend at Ace Comic-Con. Now, after that, we know for sure he was on the set of Rise of the Skywalkers the following year, filming his cameo appearance over in England. And he stayed there for more of the production as he was barred from seeing the final shot of the movie being filmed. It was later that same year, mid-August I believe, when he appeared at the yearly He-Man, She-Ra and All Things MOTU-related convention PowerCon. There he officially announced the upcoming series MOTU Revelation, stating the project was essentially in the can and was just awaiting the animation to be completed. It is entirely possible that he wrote MOTU Revelation as a sort of suck-up love letter to Darth Vader, not only to show how unabashedly woke he is, and how he's able to write a character on par with what she's committed herself to manifesting within the world of Star Wars, but perhaps more importantly to absolve himself of past sins. Much like this new member of Lucasfilm's story group, who just so happens to owe her entire career to Dr. Rigbenstein, and who coincidentally, after being hired by Lucasfilm, went and deleted a crap ton of messages on her twatters. One could presume messages related to her former boss man, and who knows what dirty dealings he's done with who knows where, whys, or how. And now this new writer is making a Star Wars show of her very own over at Lucasfilm. Which, for those curious, it is as to be expected. Woke as all fuck out. So I wouldn't even bother with getting your hopes up. As for Sad Sack, however, Remember, he too essentially owes his entire career to the serial rapist over here. And there's been rumors in the past of him long ago being a good little toady, rounding up potential skirts for his boss man to split. And believe me, he ain't the only one. I'd say that's reason enough why he'd need to prove himself to a certain creative head over at Lucasfilm. What's a damn shame is knowing that a property like MOTU, or really any intellectual property, would have to play the role of sacrificial lamb just so Sad Sack could fulfill a boyhood dream. Could that be the truth? Maybe. Or maybe MOTU Revelation was doomed from the very start, regardless of who's running the show or why. It was doomed the minute this wretched thing came into the picture. All I know is that regardless of the reason why Kevin Sad Sack Pig Crap Smith decided to write this garbage, doesn't change the fact that he did. And now, we all's got to deal with it. And I say the best way to deal with it is you gotta ask yourself, is any of this worthy of your time, your attention, or your money? 'Cause if the shit ain't worthy, you best bid it. Good journey.